Greetings everyone! I had some other videos planned, but this popped up. This is the amplifier module out of a subwoofer from my parents' house. I noticed there wasn't any bass from their TV system, and well, the subwoofer, sometimes this cord doesn't plug in that tight, and I usually just go back and push it in, but the little light wouldn't come on no matter what I set the power to. So then I got the meter and checked the cord, make sure the other end was plugged in, and yeah, everything was getting power. So then I opened the fuse, and the fuse is blown. So I have to open this thing up to go further. This is a BIC Venturi. So yeah, we have the module, and when I opened it, well, not going to be a very challenging diagnosis because of the odor and the skid mark down there. I don't know if you can see that. Between those two caps, look at that, it's all burned up. And you know what? There's that glue that turns conductive. I don't think there was a component down there. I'm kind of wondering if that glue just became conductive and shorted out. Then eventually carbonized and became more conductive and flashed over. Well, the good news, it's right at the power input. I mean, it goes in through here, through the bridge, the full bridge rectifier, and the caps, and that short just blew the fuse open. So everything beyond that's probably just fine. So yeah, probably not a super interesting repair other than that goofy glue they use. I don't know why they still use that stuff. They know that it becomes conductive because they've been using it for ages. Anyhow, I'm going to put a fuse in and put it on the bulb limiter and see what happens. Yep, that's popped. The best I can come up with is a 2 amp, so that's going to have to do. So I'll pop that in there and get the bulb limiter out. Maybe we can see some sparkles. Okay, the bulb limiter is hooked up. This is a soft power switch, by the way. So the switch mode supply is always energized. Let's see what happens when I screw in the bulb here. Oh, I heard it. I heard it sizzle. Oh, phew. Let's see if you can get that here. Oh, look at that glow. Look at that glow. Ouch! The bulb is hot. Yeah, when I screw the bulb in, it's conducting. The maybe the circuit board's carbonized now as well, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. Maybe this thing will work. Okay, I got the power supply and power amp module off the plate amp there. And see, that and that and that and that are the capacitor leads there, and I don't see anything burnt all the way through. Just looking around, something weird going on over here. And that's one of the switching transistors, that's the other one. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get in on that. It's like an arc of dust across the pins. There's some dust building up here as well. I don't know what that black goop is. Hopefully it hasn't affected that. I'm sure the amp's working fine. It's just that short there at the power supply. But I'll clean this up anyway, because it could be a problem down the road. Okay, I took the capacitors out. Yep. I see some burned up traces there, maybe. I can see copper if I angled the camera just right. Yeah, that thing burned up. I don't know if I can get a focus on that. This cap is dead. It reads nanofarads. Perhaps because of the arcing burned up the rubber bung on the bottom there and let the electrolyte dry out. This one reads fine. It's got a big burn mark on the side though. But yeah, I wonder if it's the fault of that conductive glue. Or did the cap spew or something like that? I don't know. Probably that conductive glue. I wonder if I can find a replacement. I pulled the bridge rectifier out. Oh, I'm sorry, the full bridge rectifier. It looked like there was burn marks underneath. Plus it's kind of in the way. Now I can access this a little easier. See if I can clean it up. Hopefully traces aren't too badly damaged. Very difficult to get out. The solder they use, I think it's must be lead free. So I have this eutectic solder. I just add some on there and then wick it off. It just pulls it right off when you do that. Works like a charm. So yeah, I'm going to continue cleaning this thing up. Okay, here's my situation. This cap here, ESR leakage and value test good. It had the sleeve burned off of it. I cleaned it up. It looks good and tests well. I did find a cap of the exact same value, 200 volt, 220 microfarad, just like this one. I only have one of them though, or I'd replace it, but since this measures okay, I can reuse it. Same pin spacing, so good, we're good there. Clean this up as good as I could. I would like to drill the board for isolation, but double-sided board and there's traces on the bottom, so I can't really do that. So I'm just going to have to clean this up as good as I can so it doesn't arc over. So the voltage comes off the full wave bridge, goes here to this pad which goes under the board to this jumper, and this jumpered back, the trace comes up this side. So I really don't need this trace anymore. I can peel it back and just cut it. And this side of the capacitor, this hole is burned. There's no continuity. But I can run a wire from this over to here and up and solder it onto this trace, since this whole section is burned open. And again, I'll have to work on cleaning this up. This here is just the ground that ends. I can peel this back for better isolation. And that should take care of it. Just put the caps in and see what happens. Okay, the jumper wire is in. Make sure it's sitting off the board a little bit. And it jumpers over through the hole onto that trace. That's all cleaned out. All the grounds have good distance away from that high voltage area. So we should be good there. Got all the black carbon out. All that yellow conductive adhesive crap out of there. Just pop the caps in. Okay, got it hooked back up. And this will be the first test. What will happen? Nothing. Oh, well, you gotta have it plugged in. Can I do this on camera? Now we can see what's going to happen. Oh, it went bright and dim. And, oh, I think I see an LED light. Oh, it's powered up. Let's hook it up to something. Okay, a Gator clipped a speaker to it. This will be our subwoofer here. Let's see what's going to happen. But do it bump dough. Oh! Everything's shaking. Okay, there's enough of that. I'm kind of curious with this circuit. And we got like a voltage doubler, a switch mode supply. There's no controller chip. It's all just like an oscillator board there. And then the two driver chips. Then we come over to a power amplifier section. The output transistors are TO220s. I'm not seeing a driver transistor. That makes me wonder if they're using a Darlington or is it a MOSFET output. So yeah, let's investigate that. After that, I'm going to see the power of this thing. I'm going to hook it up to the scope. We'll skip the quantisylum here. We'll just do the old way and use the oscilloscope to test the power. IRF 9540. It is a MOSFET transistor in the outputs there. And here's some of the information on that. 140 watts dissipation in a TO220 case. They're showing these here, but the transistor in the amplifier is a TO220 right there. Where's my flashlight push button? Right there. Okay, let's check the power on this thing. Okay, we're hooked up to the load. We're set to 4 ohms. We're scoped out here. Let me zoom into that. Now it has like a clipping limiter circuit, so it's kind of distorted, but let me put some waveforms on the screen. Wrong knob, wrong direction. Okay, I will play with this level control. Let's see what we get. Crank it all the way up. I'll just crank it up and see 22 point something volts. And the thing turned off. Did I kill it? Okay, 120 watts it was putting out. It's supposed to be 160, so a little bit of fibbing going on there. But this thing has not restarted. Did I pop it? Just fixed it to pop it again? Let me unplug it and check. Oh, look at that fuse. I annihilated the fuse. 2 amp fuse, that's 240 watts. Amp was only putting out 120. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't pop something. Okay, we're golden again. It was just the fuse. I put a new one in and it's working again. So yeah, that strenuous little test popped the fuse. Okay, I'm done with this thing. It's back working again. I'm going to wrap it up here, and thanks for watching.